What up, YouTube? It's your boy VSet, back, bringing you guys the complete setup guide, the best day one setup guide of Zenobi Artichoke, aka ZNS. That's what we'll call it, ZNS. This is the complete setup guide. This is day one, the best setup guide you're gonna see. We're gonna include everything in the setup guide, including how to build a shield, how to get Pack-a-Punch, how to get the skulls, how to get the wonder weapon, how to do the Easter egg song. All these things are gonna be included. But first things first, you gotta get the bucket. Get the bucket. You can find the bucket anywhere in spawn. There's multiple bucket spots around, but you can definitely find it in spawn around the tree. When you get the bucket, you're gonna want to fill it up with water that is also around the map. And what this is basically going to do is this is going to give you temporary power. Now you need to get the temporary power before you get the permanent power. So to get temporary power, you got to get the bucket, like I said, fill it with water, and then bring it to these two little labs and fill it with the water in the corresponding spots. Now typically when I fill the water, I like to go back to the same little watering hole here. I don't know, it's just something that I usually do. It doesn't really matter. You don't need the water from anywhere particular. You don't need to put the water in anything in particular. So that's what I did first. I got the temporary power to kick things off. I did it pretty early here. You could even do it earlier if you wanted, but I just like to make sure that I have enough points. And right in there is going to open the bunker, which is actually going to be your source for the permanent power. So first things first, like I said, just to backtrack so we don't get too far ahead of ourselves, get the bucket from spawn, and then get the temporary power, fill it with water, and then bring it to these two little labs. These labs are where the temporary powers will be, and in the middle is the bunker. So that's basically the map. Just figure out the map layout. It's pretty easy. So there, first things first, we did the temporary power. It's now completed. We did the first one, we did the second lab, and now we just got to find ourselves back, and we can start making our way towards the bunker. That way we can now do the permanent power. So we're making our way over there right now. Now when you go in there, you're going to open the door, and when you open the door, there is going to be some zombies and sometimes a fat ass that spawns in there, or two. I've had two fat asses spawn in there. I don't know what the actual definition of the wonder weapon or the boss zombie is, so I just call him fat ass. That's what I usually do there. So once you do that, you're gonna find your way in there. You're gonna make a left at the bunker, so you're gonna run all the way through until you get to a door to the left, past Juggernog. Once you get there, you are now going to find yourself in this room here that you see. Now, this actually has to be a spider round for me, but it doesn't have to be a spider round, obviously. And you're going to find yourself with a power source right there, if you can't tell. Now, you're not going to be able to actually turn on the power right away. You're actually going to have to clear this little debris here. Goddamn spiders. So you're going to have to slash that. And when you do, it's going to be very reminiscent of Mob of the Dead Laundry Room. And basically what that is, you had to wait. Basically, zombies spawned in and you had to fend off until the laundry was done. Same here, except this time, it's not time-based. You just got to kill all the zombies that spawn in there. So kill all the zombies that spawn on the water. It's a little sketchy. There is an Argus wallby. I think I might have bought it this run. I don't know. I've played this map quite a few times. I've actually only slept like 2 hours. I've been just playing this map, trying to figure everything out. I will not be able to stream as much as I would have liked off week one. Going to PAX East and seeing my beautiful girlfriend and all that good stuff. So that's what you have to do there. You have to get the permanent jug. Once you fend off all the zombies, the door will open and it will allow you to pull the switch. That way you can have the permanent power on. So as you see here, the door finally lifts, you run straight up, everything is good, you turn the power on. Now you don't got to worry about temporary power, because the power that's temporary usually goes pretty quick. Now we're going to make our way to the skulls here. Now the skulls are these four things that are scattered. Now it's next to my box spot, but you're going to have to find the corresponding skulls. So if you look at the little statues there, they're going to have different symbols, and the skulls in the, I don't know what room to call that, over by the giant rock is going to have the other corresponding thing. So you have to pick up the skull from the rock ritual form, let's just call that, and then put it in the corresponding statues along the map. One of them is by where the zip line is. If you don't know where that is, go to the bunker. As soon as you get into the bunker, make the first right you can by that door. The other one is going to be by the turbine trap, we'll call that, where the plane is crashed over to the left, so you spawn and you go through 2 doors to the left and it's over there. One is going to be in spawn, and the other one is going to be where you just saw it too as well. So now, once you do that, you find your way back, you put all the skulls in there, back into the corresponding skull spot. You usually do it after each one you do. And you're going to find yourself down here. A little passageway is going to open up. Once you get down here, this is where you get it. Now, originally, as you can see here, I thought this was like Origins or Shadows of Evil. It took me a little bit. I'm a slow learner. I realized that I had to kill them and basically feed the souls. So, a little bit different, but as you see here from previous maps, it's pretty much the same rigmarole. So, just a little bit different here. So here you go, you kill them, you feed the souls. Once there's enough that's done, you will be good. Now, zombies won't spawn down here when you're doing this, because this was a middle of the round for me when I started doing this. Zombies don't spawn. You get, like, basically, like, this whole little ritual room here. Kind of you see, like, the Shadow Men. They're actually not called Shadow Men. I forgot what they're called. And you just gotta kill them. You kill as many as they come at you, and then the skulls will be fed up, and then you'll be good to get the skull, which the skull basically acts as like the sword in Shadows of Evil, or the gravity spikes that was in the Rising. So you get the skull, and this thing is pretty OP. You're going to usually want to press R2 with it. And basically what it's going to do is going to blind all the zombies, pretty much kill them instantly, if you can see here. There's another use. I think if you press L2, they just stand still, but it seems like this is the best way to go. And one thing that I noticed about this one in particular is it's very easy to charge. The gravity spikes seem to take a little longer, and same with the sword. It seemed to take a little longer. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's just me, it seemed like this, charged up way quicker than others. So as you can see here, this thing is pretty overpowered and works pretty well. So next we're going to do here is, I believe we are going to do the Easter egg song. Now the Easter egg song is going to be these 3 little monkeys or gingerbread men. 2 are going to be in the lab, and 1 is going to be downstairs. So you see 1 in lab A, the other one is going to be right outside. I believe it is lab B here, to the blue rock to the left, on top of that little box or whatever that is, that little case. And the last one is going to be in the bottom room, that little, you go to the spiral staircase, you stay straight until you buy the door that is directly straight into this little yellow room. You make your way down the stairs, and it's going to be on the chair very next to where you get the wonder weapon, if you guys are familiar with that. And here you go, you guys can actually hear a little bit of the song, and that is going to be the Easter egg song. So sorry if this is moving a little too quick. I had to cut and then also do basically a cut com, and it's I'm watching it and we're going through it as it's going on, so it's actually not incredibly the easiest thing to do. I probably should have did this a different way, but whatever. I hope nonetheless this helps you guys. I hope I'm not staggering too much. Next, we're going to find our ways to the shield. Shield is the same thing. If you haven't noticed, the map is kind of broken up in the bunker in the middle and then 2 labs left or right. So pretty much how everything works is 1 thing is in the bunker and the 2 are by the labs. Now, the shield parts, like any other map, are going to spawn at different spots. It's not the same map every time, but one's going to be by the Kuda area, the other one is going to be in a little swamp area. It's either going to be in a tree, and the last one is going to be outside the bunker here where the zip line is. First door to the right when you enter the bunker, right before you go to Juggernog. And Juggernog always spawns there, by the way. And then you can basically craft the shield wherever you want. It doesn't really matter, of course, wherever you please. And there it is. It's not like the Rise and Drock. It doesn't have those like little booster things where you can like basically rack. I think Shadows might have had that too, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure. So this is just the regular old shield that we've seen like from Origins or Mob of the Dead. Nothing different whatsoever. So next we are going to be working our way to getting Pack-a-Punch open. Now first things first, you gotta have the power on and you go down there and you get the tool. Once you get the tool, you find yourself, you work your way back up and you drain a little bit of the water. So basically there's 3 pumps and you're gonna want to drain all of them. Once you drain all of them, the door will open. So that is gonna be the first part there, as you can see there, right where you get open the power. Like I said, you gotta have the power open first though, that won't be there. Second part is going to be all the way down here. So you're going to want to, by the door to the right, it's going to be Mule Kick over there. Usually, I don't know if Mule Kick always spawns there, and then you're going to want to find a little bit of it looks like a wheel. Now it's going to glow. You got to be careful. I would recommend having Jug. I don't know if Jug helps you in water. I feel like it does. I feel like you take more hits. And you're basically going to find your way down here, and you're going to want to find a wheel. Now, I actually happen to find part of the Wonder Weapon, so keep this in mind, guys. This is part of the Wonder Weapon. That is for the plant. That is going to be a little bit later on. So the plant's always going to be down there from what I've noticed, down all the way down the blue. It's kind of sketchy to get, as you can see here. I actually come close to dying somewhat, so you're going to want to get that plant, and that's going to help you. So basically, you could do this all in one step if you really like. If you want to get the plant, which is for the Wonder Weapon, as well as get the little spinning wheel for the Pack-a-Punch, you can totally do that in one go. That's what I ended up doing here, as you can see. So you might want to look around. The wheel spawns in different spots. It's not like it's not like the Wonder Weapon part where the plant is always down there by the blue. So right here, I end up finding it. It's right underneath me. It's going to glow a little bit, so you'll see it. Just keep swimming around. And like I said, I'd recommend having Jug personally. So once you find it, go back, make your way back towards where the body bags are. Now, if you don't know where the body bags are, it's in the bunker, basically the other door in the bunker. I think there's 3 or 4 doors in the bunker, so this is the other door. So you're going to want to pretty much damage all of these body bags. Now when you do that, a zombie will spawn though, so be careful. I had one zombie left, and as you can see here, with everyone that I pretty much knife, or you could shoot, whatever you want to do. I probably grenade, I don't know. I chose knifing here because this was the easiest. With everyone you knife is going to spawn a zombie, but pay attention, because when you knife them, you're eventually going to get a part, like you'll see here, and once you get a part, you will be good to go. So I end up start mowing them down as well. You got to be careful. Make sure you get it all done here. I believe mine is right here, if I remember correctly, and I do obviously not remember correctly. So I have no idea, but I end up start killing him here. I believe it's the next one. And you see this little part, and that is going to be the last part, and it is right there. So you're going to see the last part for the Pack-a-Punch. So there it is. That's what it is. If you guys want, rewind the video. I'm sorry if this goes a little too fast. Make your way back to where the pumps are, the Pack-a-Punch, and go to each of the pumps that you've done. So you should have done one already. Just do the other two. There's 3 in total. Once you do all 3, it will drain all the water that's left in there, and the door will open, giving you access to Pack-a-Punch. There's nothing else that you have to do there. Once again, I apologize. This is a little quick. Just rewind if you need to. So that will be every single part for the Pack-a-Punch. So now we did the Easter egg song, we did the shield, and now we did Pack-a-Punch. Now we're working our way to doing the good old Wonder Weapon. Now, I haven't upgraded the Wonder Weapon yet, but first things first is there's a few steps in doing so. One is the step that you saw there. It's basically like Shadows of Evil. You're going to need a green guy. He looks green like that. He's going to drop some liquid. You're going to have to pick that up. So that's just random. You're going to have to just kill a bunch of zombies. Second one that you're seeing here is the spider. So basically, you're going to have to want to go to one of the 2 labs. Now, only one of the labs will have it. It's going to have this purple poison. So what you're going to want to do is go to the lab, drop the cage, and then run down there. Once you run down there, you'll be able to tell whether or not you did the right cage, because it's gonna have the purple it's the purple mist. It tracks the spiders, apparently. It's like bait or something. I don't know what it is. It's basically just expect a mouse and a cheese and whatnot, and capturing the mouse. So yeah, one of them is gonna have the purple, the other one's not. Make sure you go to the one that's purple. You got to do this during a spider round, obviously. Now there are mid-round spiders, so you might be able to do that. I didn't test it. I did it during a spider round. You could obviously do this way earlier than I did. I did it around 15. Once you do that, call it back up once he's trapped in there, and then you're gonna basically see him get shot like that. He's getting shot. So then you're going to want to call the cage back down. Once you do that, you can get if that's the last spider, you get the max ammo. It wasn't for me. I wasn't sure what I was doing yet. So I ended up working my way back up, and you get basically this purple thing, which is one of the other parts for the Wonder Weapon. So as you saw earlier, we did the plant, which was the first part. Second part was the spiders, and the third part, like I said, you have to do it in any order, is the green mist. So you make your way down to where that yellow chamber is, to the spiral case stairs, and you basically hold square or X or F, whatever it is on PC, and you're going to want to craft your Wonder Weapon. So here is your Wonder Weapon. And I haven't upgraded it yet, personally. I haven't gotten that far. I've played a lot, but I've been trying to work a lot on YouTube videos and trying to figure out what I'm doing and whatnot. So here is the Wonder Weapon. It looks like in its current state, it'll only kill 1 zombie at a time. Here we have a little bit of gameplay for that. So like I said, guys, just to reiterate, if you remember, we did the Wonder Weapon part earlier during the Pack-a-Punch step with the sword, or not the sword, but the skulls. So you're going to want to pick up the part there, and then you are good to go. So, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it was very informational for you guys. This is the best setup video, all in one inclusive. Sorry if it was a little rushed, or not necessarily rushed, but the commentary was a little rushed. I did the gameplay first and then had to do a cut comm, basically. So I'm sure in the future we'll get a better hang of this, but this is it. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.